Alright, now we come into this cave, and this is another segment where I think I could do a lot more to convey where you're supposed to go. Like, that hole up there, you know, you're meant to follow the bubbles. If all else fails, follow the bubbles, and you get where you're supposed to go. But probably I should move that out more towards the center of the player's view, so that they immediately see it when they walk in. Let's see here. Let's see if this volume wants to cooperate. The other thing about the physics volumes is that they're generally really unreliable. I should go with just a set velocity, and then it's not contingent on the player's frame rate, and yeah, I'm going to have to fly again. I have it set so that under normal circumstances it works. I'm pretty certain it's the recording, but you know, this is another really simple little bit here, just to have something coming out of the wall for a change. But when all else fails, you can follow the blue stuff. Follow the bubbles, go where it's blue as opposed to where it's red, and that should help. But it's a little bit unclear, because the red and the blue kind of mix together. But as I was saying, dang it. Yeah, if you fall down in here, you're dead, you know. As I was saying, the physics volumes are kind of unreliable, in that they kind of slowly push you upwards. So there's some things they're very good for, but for this kind of thing, just a set velocity, you know, you instantly jump in and pop upwards. You really need that reliability in order to make this work, in order for this kind of level to work. So I'm probably going to change that. Alright, now we're in the final segment of the level. So really quick, I'm just going to get up here and try to fall into the right position. There we go. Yep. Yeah, here's the part I was talking about, where it just tells you, because you can't deduce for yourself that that's a submarine, right? Dang it. This guy is kind of on a delay, but one thing I didn't account for is that these weapons have ridiculous range, and you can totally shoot them from back here. But I programmed into him that he actually moves back when we try to shoot him. You know, likewise, there's another one over here. Diagonal jump vents, another, you know, little addition to the level. This'll probably actually work. Maybe not. Nope, just barely. The vents. This is actually kind of a hard level. I was really not trying for it to be this hard, but yeah, you see these vents. You gotta land in between them, otherwise they will throw you like that. Otherwise they will hurl you into the lava. And this area, actually, this area is the one area where you can definitely save yourself if you fall in the lava. I actually have an alternate path set up so that if you don't want to try your odds with the jump vents, or if you fall in the lava, you can still continue by jumping out over here and kind of using this vent to propel yourself up and get around over here. This area, which is a little bit harder, gives you a little bit more of a benefit, though, in that it propels you up to the top of the submarine and gives you a chance to ambush this guy, and that's the path that I took. Where you can kind of get the upper hand and start to feel like you're outsmarting these guys who kind of ambushed you at first. Let's see if this vent works. It just barely doesn't. God, these vents. They don't do much damage, but it's more the pushing back that makes them a bit of a nuisance. Yeah, but you see, you come around over here, this works, I swear it does. And then he comes out to surprise you. You know, getting into more of that element of surprise kind of thing. Like I was saying, these vents work, I swear they do, when I'm not recording. Only when I'm not recording. And then finally there's the inside of the sub. Yeah, I kind of missed these parts. They were so dark that I just missed them. Wasn't there another one of these lights? Whatever.
5 minutes remain.
What? Nobody said anything about that. Stupid UT game. And of course, if you don't have the arming key, you pick up the arming key. I don't know why I felt the need to do that, but it's nice to be drawn to find the rocket launcher. That's what this little segment's really about, making sure you get the rocket launcher. We'll go into that room in a minute. Now let's see if this cutscene works. Missile cannon. Yeah, I don't know what happens with that second camera. Sometimes it works, and it shows the explosion. But for some reason, every so often it just fails and stares at a wall somewhere. And then there's these guys who come out after you blow down that wall. And you can come down over here and shoot them. In fact, you can just blow them away with rockets right here. That's what the rockets are for. After you've been through all this frustration of dealing with these guys and trying to fight them off and getting ambushed, you get rockets, you get the upper hand, and you get to just pwn them, is the idea. And likewise, you know the terrain a little bit better. Now, that little segment down there is if you don't want to try your luck up there, you can come down here and kind of wander around and take them from over here. Actually, one of them has AI set up so that he kind of moves closer to you. He's kind of coming over to...
3 minutes remain.
He kind of comes over to get closer to you and get a better shot. And he'll actually adjust his movement based on how close or how far you get. So if you're back here, he'll jump to that platform. If you try to jump after him, he'll step back to that platform. Stuff like that. The other one is there mostly for, like, covering fire kind of stuff. But that's basically the end of the level. Now, it's obviously got some issues, mainly in the set dressing department. There's a couple of technical bugs that kind of escaped me. I don't know what's with that matinee, where that camera stares at that wall over there, as opposed to this place where it's supposed to. I swear half the time it actually does point where it's supposed to. But, there you go, that's my level.
2 minutes remain.
Shut up.